Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, JT Open Stuff, and today I saw this on my shelves at Target and I could not believe how good of a deal I feel like it is. This is Batman Adventures, Batman vs. Bane, 12-inch figures, and look at how cool these figures look. Take a look at that Bane and that Batman. Now, I know some of these 12-inch figures are kind of, inexpensive and good deals, so you can get some figures for kids to get invested in the hobby and want to play, with superhero figures and different kind of figures that they make in that 12-inch scale. But what caught my eye about this is, if you look at the poses of the figures, I don't remember seeing these 12-inch figures with this much articulation before. And if I flip it around to the back, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you can pose this 12-inch Batman in that pose, and this Bane in that pose, that is the most articulation I've seen on a 12-inch figure. As you can see, it also comes with 14 armor accessories. All right there for you. And the best thing about this 2-pack of figures, this Batman Adventures, Batman vs. Bane, was only $29 at my local Target. There are times where you're going to pay $24.99 for a much smaller McFarlane, Batman. So to think that you can get a Batman and a Bane for somebody to add to their collection, or maybe it's their first Batman figure ever, so you've got a villain and a hero for $29.99. That is an awesome, awesome deal. And I wanted to get into it with you guys. So if you have a Batman fan, you can run out and get one of these before they are gone. These just seem to be hitting shelves with the Christmas restock starting. And I'm trying to look, I'm gonna see here how is best. Looks like a piece of tape right there. 3 pieces of tape. So that's gonna put the grandpa knife to use. We're going to put that right in there. Let's see. All right, cut away from ourselves. And just to show you guys, that's why we never cut towards ourselves. Now this, on camera, it looks like it's right there, but you cut towards yourself, you pop that knife and you go right into yourself. This is why we always use the grandpa knife and cut away from ourselves in every video. So we've got that bottom open. I am curious to see what we've got. Now we'll peek inside. As you can see, it's just a cardboard tray inside. We're gonna take that right out. Wow. Look at that. These do look like those larger, just kind of, I think, nondescript 12-inch figures you see sometimes, but look at how cool these figures actually look. I mean, you've got a utility belt. Looks like a chest piece here. But the coolest thing to me is how massive, and I mean massive, this Bane figure is. Unreal. So I'm going to take everything out of here. Whoops. And then we're going to get into this a little bit deeper. Let me put that right over there. Now, there are no real instructions on what goes where and how it fits in. So we're going to kind of use our box here to kind of show us where all the pieces go on each of the figures. I'm going to start with this though. This Bane is an absolute beast of a figure. The sculpt is very cool. He looks very menacing. And to be honest with you, I would probably play with this 12-inch Bane with a McFarlane size figure, because the scale of him is just incredible. I mean, look at this. That is awesome. kind of give you a closer look there around his back. And the cool thing is, Bane is just half of the fun you get in this set, because you also get this really cool Batman figure as well. And guys, this Batman figure is no joke. I have avoided some of these 12-inch figures in the past for my personal collection because I didn't really think there was a lot of articulation and things going on with them, but my goodness, these are really nice. I mean, we're talking many, many poses you can get these guys in. I mean, look at that. Guys, I am sold. If you have, I'll just say this before I go any further. If you have $30 that you can spend and you at all love Batman, if you're not going to get in your car as soon as this video is over, you're going to regret it if these are gone. These are great figures for $29. All right, so let's get right into it. As you can see right here, I'm gonna kind of follow along. So it looks like some little, you know what? Let's do this first. So this one looks like, excuse me guys, his cape, his shield, put that shield right over there for the time being. So let's start off by putting his chest plate on. Figure this out here. Okay, there's two little nubs right there, right over his cowl and around, and right back in there. And look, that's interesting. So once they go through the cowl, they also have a hole right there in his body for you to line it up, and it goes completely into his body to help hold it on there. So that is a really neat feature as well. So you know when you've got it in the right place there. Let's see, got it lined up. All right. So there's his cowl. Let's go ahead and get his belt on here, and looks like a similar thing. Pops apart right there onto the back. Now guys, my personal toy love affair, if you will, started as a very young kid, and honestly, one of the first toys that I can remember that was more than just like a little baby type toy was a 12-inch Lone Ranger and Tonto set. I had Silver. Silver would basically had a little stand where he could stand up on his hind feet, and the Lone Ranger had cloth clothes and all kind of cool accessories and things. And I loved, it's what really sparked my interest in toys. And to this day, I've contemplated buying another one. The Silver broke, you know, from years and years of play as a kid. But I thought about buying one from time to time. And you know what? Opening these, maybe, just maybe, it's time for me to take a look at getting back into that. I think it would be a great, great addition to my collection. So who knows, maybe in a video coming up soon, you'll get to see me relive my childhood a little bit and go over the, excuse me, a Lone Ranger and Silver figure. Now this, I was trying to look at that and shouldn't have tried to talk and concentrate at the same time. But as you can see on his arm there is a little slot, and on the inside there is a little nub right there. And that's what I was trying to figure out. I should have paused my sentence for a second, but it just fits right in there. It doesn't connect around his arm, just fits on there. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, there is another one right here. So we'll do the same thing on this side. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but right now we are having a winter storm come through that actually is supposed to be strong enough winds today that they closed our local schools in my county. So let's hope that everybody stays safe out there. I think it's supposed to cool down quite a bit after this storm, so that'll be a nice addition. I do live in the South, so love the cold weather when we do get it. All right, let's see. So number 6, it looks like he has a little thigh holster, or no, these are little shin guards, looks like. And this is the difference. And this is why these figures can be $29. There's not buckles on every single one of them and things like that. They do fit into these little notches, and they're just little rubbery pieces. But guys, you're a kid, you're imagining, and even if you're a collector as an adult, once these are on, you're probably not taking them on and off all that much. Nobody's going to really critique it. And look, as I've started adding that stuff on, look how much cooler this Batman looks. All right, so we'll leave that there. I think that's part of Bane's gear. Okay. All right, let's see. Here's his cape. Now, it looks to me like his cape just kind of fits right in here. There we go. And there should also be, there we are, looks like a little, maybe a holster for his little grappling hook gun. Since we know that Batman's not a violent vigilante as such. I guess some comic books he is, but we're gonna say this is for his grappling gun. And it looks like this part fits into the slot right under the front of his head. And then this will go, interesting. Let's see. So there is no slot or no little nubby on the inside of this to fit there that I can see. So we'll just put that around there. We'll go on this back side. Put that in there. Okay. Well. Okay, maybe I have that upside down. Sorry, guys. Let's get that back out there. There we go. I think that's probably more likely the way that it was supposed to go, although that's not really staying together either. This little strap right here doesn't really seem long enough unless I go way lower on his leg here, which maybe that's the point. Let's go way down here, see how far down we have to go to get that strapped in. And all right. So that's together. And with that, I think that we have him ready to play. Now look at how cool that figure is. Very, very cool figure to get somebody into the hobby of Batman. Now, additionally, we do have this shield. I'm gonna turn his hand like this just to hold it, just to see. It's kind of an unnatural position, I guess, so we don't want to break Batman's hand before he ever gets into the fight. All right. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Well, I think I put it on the wrong peg if I want him to have any protection at all during the fight. So there we go. And with that, check that out. He's got a shield. He's totally armored up for his fight with Bane. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's sit Batman over on the side right now. Let's see if we can get him to stand up. Now, even the feet have a little bit of articulation, so we should be able to lean him back and he'll stand right there. Now let's work on this Bane. Now, Bane does have a chest plate also. As you can see, there are two little peg holes right there and two little pegs right there. That this one doesn't really go around, it just goes right on the top, like so. There are two little canisters. There's a little slide on each side. And the canister goes right in there, like so. And like so. Now, what's next? Let's see. We have his little armor things here. Now, let's put these on next because I can see there are little nubs there. There are little holes here. So this one goes on this side, looks like. Interesting. Let's get that in there. Got to work on it just a little bit to get it in there. There you go. Fit nice and snug in there. And this one goes on this side. You kind of have to work that in there just a little bit. And that's in there like that. And now let's see. So on his arms, there are these little nubs. And as you can see on here, this has an L for left. So we'll put that right there. And we'll put that right into the top there. Sorry guys, I had to pause the video there for a second. I've had a little bit of a lingering cold, but I saw some of these new toys that I couldn't not get on the channel and open up some of them for you guys. So just had to pause it there and take a little drink. Didn't want to keep coughing on the video for you guys. It's not cool, and didn't want to have you have to listen to it. So you know what? I am not. You can see how much this cold has been affecting me. I literally said this one was for his left arm, then I put it on his right arm. So let's put that on his right arm. We'll click it into place on this side. Then we'll put this one that says R for his right arm. And we'll click this one into place. And then let's take a look at that Bane. Well, you know what? We did have one other accessory here, and this was Batman's Batarang, looks like. So there are little nubs on there, and then this little thing on his leg. So you can put them, looks like you can put it right in there. So that was the one accessory I left off Batman. I didn't see it underneath that Bane armor suit, but there you go. But back to Bane for just a second. Look at how cool this figure looks. Now you're telling me that this being one half of this set, this would look awesome in anybody's collection. Big, sturdy figure, massive. You put maybe your 8-inch Batman beside him so that he looks like he's really having to fight the oversized Bane. I really, really like it. Yeah, you're not going to get the head sculpt you do on a McFarlane figure and things like that, but articulation, check. Accessories, check. Playability, check. Everything you'd want if you were trying to start a kid collecting toys is right here between these two figures. I cannot tell you guys how much I very rarely will just tell you point blank, I think you should buy something. I personally think if you are a Batman fan and you don't go out and get this set, you are gonna regret it. This is a great set. Again, let me back out here just a little bit and I'll show you. This is the Batman Adventures Batman versus Bane set. You'll see that 14 accessories on the front. And this is what you're going to end up with. And guys, you're going to end up with something good if you go out and get it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're a Batman fan, go out and get these figures. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.